Hello and welcome to day one of our Home Sellers Bootcamp. So for the next 5 days, I'm actually going to be coming to you on my Facebook page and my Instagram page to talk to you about different stages of getting ready to sell your home. And I'm calling it Home Seller Bootcamp because it's gonna kind of feel like that. I have a kind of a rundown of what topics we're gonna be covering. So today we're gonna do a little overview of what Home Seller Bootcamp is. We're gonna talk today also about your initial consultation with your real estate broker, your strategy session, as I like to call it. Tomorrow we're gonna talk about house prep, getting your home ready. Day 3, we're gonna talk about home staging. Day 4, we're gonna talk about marketing prep, getting photo ready, and then really delving into the lifestyle of your home and your neighborhood and what clients or buyers we want to attract to it. Day 5, we're gonna talk about showings, and there is a bonus, day 6 actually, talking about some specifics about the 2021 real estate market because things are very different today than they are in some years. It's very much a seller's market and it's a crazy one at that. I also have a freebie for you. If you are interested, I'm going to be posting a link where you can sign up to receive a free copy of my Home Seller Bootcamp printable. You can download it or you can print it. You don't have to print it, but it'll kind of review the things that we're talking about in the videos. So let's delve into day 1. So obviously every single seller has a different set of circumstances and a different set of goals. You typically hear people say, oh, do you want to make the most money on the sale of your home? Maybe that's your goal. Your goal may be to maximize your profit and make the most money you can. There are other goals, believe it or not, that some home sellers have that outweigh everything else. One of those is convenience. Right now, in this crazy market and these crazy times where people are actually working from home, maybe kids are home doing e-learning, life is very different today. So a lot of times sellers are focused on convenience. How can I conveniently sell my home without having, disruptions throughout my workday for showings and things like that? So convenience could be a main goal for you. What about timing? Sometimes I am contacted by people who are getting relocated and they have a specific timing that they have to meet. So maybe they're willing to price their home a little bit more aggressively so that they can get the timing aspect met in their goals. So the very first thing we want to determine is we want to sit down and have a conversation. We want to have a consultation and find out what your specific goals are and what your scenario looks like. Whether you're motivated because you want to stop doing yard work, you want to stop shoveling snow, which we just got a bunch of. Maybe you're motivated by the fact that we're stuck at home a lot these days and you want a really amazing backyard living space. Maybe you want a pool or a hot tub or the ability to build those things. Maybe you want acreage. Maybe you are moving a mother or a father or a family member in and you need in-law quarters. There could be tons of different motivational factors, but what we will probably all agree on is that you need a customized game plan that's going to help you meet your goals and kind of meet all of your criteria. So we're going to sit down and have a consultation. Now, again, that looks different depending on your situation. What we are doing a lot of right now are initial consultations over Zoom or FaceTime or some other kind of video messaging so that we can have those conversations and everybody feels safe and secure. If you're comfortable and you would like for me to come to your home, that's ideal because part of what we're going to be talking about is a pricing strategy. And really to give you the best advice on pricing strategy, I need to be able to see the home. I need to be able to see what updates you've made. I need to be able to see the condition of your home. I need to be able to see the size of your yard and all of those things. So in person is preferred, but we do a lot of Zoom calls right now for those initial consultations, and that's perfectly fine. In fact, I have sellers all the time that will walk me through their home on FaceTime just so I can see it that way. And that works to get this initial questions answered for sure. So then we're going to basically sit down and just have a conversation. No pressure, no obligation to stick a for sale sign in your yard. It's going to be really just a chance for me to learn your story. Why did you choose this home? What do you love about it? What do you love about the neighborhood? What made you pick this one? I mean, that's a big thing that I need to understand, because as we put together your marketing plan for your home, we're going to be using that information to attract buyers that are suited to the lifestyle that your home and your neighborhood provides. So that's part of that initial consultation that we have. And then we're going to talk about your dreams and your goals. What's your timing needs? Do you need something within a certain time frame, or are you kind of just feeling out the market and trying to find out what your options are, and you're a year or a couple months down the road? We're going to talk about your needs as far as convenience. So maybe there's a certain timing that works for you to put the home on the market, and that you have an ideal target date for that. We're going to talk about, obviously, pricing. I have a strategic 7-point pricing strategy that I look at when I help you determine the pricing for your home. And we will look at all of the active listings. We will look at all of the pending listings. We'll look at homes that haven't sold, homes that were rejected by the market, or the expired listings. We're going to look at homes that sold. And we're going to take a look at all of that and figure out where you best feel that your home fits in that overall pricing scheme. And then we're going to target on a pricing strategy specific to your home. And then we're going to piggyback on that and talk about marketing. We're going to walk through your home. I'm going to take very specific notes about the things that your home has, the features, the benefits. We're going to make a list also of things you might need to do to get your home ready for market. After that initial consultation, which I promise is not a PowerPoint presentation. It's going to be a much more relaxed, have a cup of coffee, have a glass of wine, really talk through all of the things that you are weighing on you when you think about putting your home on the market, because it's anxiety producing for a lot of people, if you're living in the home, especially while you're trying to sell it, and if you're trying to time it with another move. So we just basically have a conversation. That's what the consultation looks like. Then, as a follow-up, I'm going to put together a pre-listing action plan for you. And it's going to list out all of the things that we determined while we walked through the home that you may need to do repair-wise, painting, maybe you need to clean out a closet, maybe you need to just kind of think about a room that has too much furniture. We're going to put together a pre-listing action plan, and I'm going to send that to you so you have that in writing. I'm going to help you determine the paperwork that you need to get things moving. Typically, I really like to come back when you think your home is ready for photos, which is about 5 to 10 days before we actually put the home on the market. Ideally, we have 5 days so that photos can be shot. I have time to get all of the other marketing lined up, so when the photos and the video and everything come back to me, we're ready to go. We're ready to go live. So I will come and do a walkthrough prior to that photo appointment, prior to the professional photographer coming. And let me really emphasize this, you guys. We know that 89% of buyers start their search online. This is really important, and especially right now during the pandemic, people are shopping online first. Those photos and the marketing that we put out online has to be stellar, because this is what is going to determine whether or not a buyer makes an in-person appointment to see your home. And one thing that I do on all of my listings is a 3D virtual tour, and it's the walking kind. So you can walk through the home, you can see the layout, you can see how each room kind of flows into each other. This has been critical for my sellers during this time, because it cuts down on showings that maybe the buyer wouldn't find the home suitable. This can help. If the floor plan doesn't work, it can help reduce showings. It can also help increase the interested parties that come to do the showing, because they've already had a chance to view it online, and so they know if they're really excited about it. We also get sight unseen offers because we're able to, provide these really in-depth walkthroughs of the home that people can do online. So professional photos, I think video walkthroughs and 3D virtual tours are must-haves right now. I don't think as a seller you should compromise on that. I really don't. I don't think you should accept a photo, montage with someone's iPhone. I don't think a slideshow of still photos will cut it. I think that that's something you really need to think about. So we will schedule a walkthrough when you call me up and say, Denise, my house is ready. We're ready to go. We're ready for the photo appointment. We're going to schedule that, and then I'm going to come and do one more walkthrough with you, make sure everything's ready. On the day of the photos, I'll meet the photographer out there, and we'll make sure everything gets done the way we want it to get done. But that's the initial consultation, is talking through what your goals are, what your motivation is, what your timing looks like, of course, pricing strategy, marketing strategy, and then, kind of laying out, here's what you need to do to get photo and marketing ready and show ready. Hope that helps give you kind of an idea of what that first step looks like. And tomorrow, like I said, we're going to be coming to you again on video to talk about house prep. There are some basic things that you can walk through and determine on your own as far as what your home needs. So join me tomorrow when we talk about that. In the meantime, if you would like a copy of my Home Seller Bootcamp download, please feel free to go to the link, put in your name and your email address, and I'll get that right out to you. Have a great day, and I'll see you tomorrow.